Welcome back to the first unit of the classification of signal and system. So already you have covered 4 video lecture. This is the 5th one. So the first thing is introduction to signal and system and types of signal. Elementary continuous time signal has already said in the first video lecture. Second video lecture we have did the representation of discrete time signal. Elementary discrete time signal is said in the second video lecture. Third video lecture basic operation on the signal. First one is time shifting and time reversal in the third. Fourth video lecture we have said I have said that types that amplification, amplitude scaling, time scaling, signal multiplication, signal addition is said in the basic operational signal in the fourth video lecture. So today's video lecture and one more I have divided the classification of system, already said classification signal to video lectures. So first video lecture the types of signals classified: continuous time, discrete time signal, deterministic, random signals, periodic, aperiodic signals, even and odd signals, energy and power signals. So in this video lecture I will complete up to continuous time signal, discrete time signals and deterministic and random signals, periodic, aperiodic, even, odd and deterministic, random signals and periodic, aperiodic. These 3 video lectures I will complete in this class, in this video lecture, and next video lecture we will complete that even and odd signal, energy and power signal. So first continuous time signal we already know in the first video lecture I have said continuous time signal, continuation time, AC signal and signal AC signals, and discrete time signals is that discrete in nature, that is dependent by x of n, continuous time signal dependent by x of t. Deterministic signal, what? A deterministic signal means a signal exhibit no uncertainty of values, means we can predict the future value of any instant of time. It is instantaneous value can be predicted mathematical equation, for example x of t is equal to sin 3t. So it is a deterministic. You can see that what is the time, it is a equation is given that we can sample and you can predict it, that is called deterministic signal. What is random signal? Random signal is characterized by uncertainty before its actual occurrence. Behavior of the signals are random, so we cannot detect it. Which can be predictable, that is called deterministic signal. Which is unpredictable, that is called random signal in a simple way. These signals cannot be expressed mathematically. For example, thermal noise generated in non-deterministic signals. So this is the difference between deterministic signals and random signal. Deterministic signal we can predict the future samples, random signal we cannot predict the future samples. Then next topic is periodic and aperiodic signal. This topic, this is the video lecture, we will complete this periodic, aperiodic. Then even and odd, energy and time signal we will complete in the next video lecture. So what is periodic? So it is periodic and aperiodic signal for continuous and discrete, both we will discuss in this video lecture. A continuous time signal x of t said to be periodic. What? When if satisfy the condition x of t plus t is equal to x of t. What it says? X of t plus t is equal to x of t for all t. Otherwise it is aperiodic. The smallest value of t that satisfy above condition is known as fundamental period. So if x of t plus t is equal to x of t, that is called x of t is called periodic. Okay. If it does not satisfy x of t plus t not equal to x of t, that is called aperiodic. For the smallest value of t, for this x of t plus t equal to x of t, that value is called our fundamental period. Similarly, for discrete time signal, x of n is said to be periodic if it satisfies the condition x of n plus n is equal to capital N is equal to x of n for all n, otherwise aperiodic. The smallest value of n, capital N, that satisfies the above condition is known as fundamental period. For discontinuous time signal, x of t plus t is equal to x of t for all t, otherwise it is t, it is called periodic, otherwise aperiodic. The smallest value of t that satisfies above condition is known as fundamental period. Similarly, discrete time signal x of n is said to be periodic if it satisfies the condition x of n plus n is equal to x of n for all n, otherwise it is aperiodic. The smallest value of n, capital N, that satisfies the above condition is known as fundamental period. Okay. So here you can see -4, -3, -2, -1. Again it repeats 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is a repetition of 4, 4, 4 samples. So this is fundamental period of 4. So now for sinusoidal signal, let x of t is equal to a sin omega 0 t. So what do we say? For periodic signal, we are putting that x of t plus t is equal to, we know sin wave is a periodic signal. Okay. So we are writing that x of t is equal to x of t plus t. T is the fundamental period. Okay, minimum value of T, we satisfy this condition is found. The sine wave is that it is a periodic signal. So, x of t is equal to a sine omega 0 t plus theta. So, we are putting, you know that x of t plus t is equal to x of t. So, x of t plus t means in place of t, we are putting t plus t. So, what it will be, you can see here, in place of t, I am putting t plus t. So, it is a sine omega naught t plus theta. So, it is omega naught t plus omega naught t plus theta. If you compare both, it is that x of t plus t is equal to x of t. Okay. So, omega naught t is equal to what now? If you compare, okay, x of t, if when it will both will be same, when omega naught t is equal to 2 pi. If a signal sine theta is equal to sine theta plus 2 pi. Every 2 pi it is same. So, here omega naught t is equal to 2 pi. So, here what omega naught t, this is equal to 2 pi. We are adding at 2 pi so that we are getting periodic signal. So, t equal to pi by omega naught. So, t is the fundamental period, omega 0 or ohm 0 is the fundamental frequency. So, t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So, remember here, always if you are getting a periodic signal, if they ask for fundamental period t, that is 2 pi by omega naught. Similarly, if discrete is given, but what is omega naught? It is associated with t. Okay. Similarly, discrete, it is j omega naught t or ohm naught t. So, if I apply x of t plus t is equal to x of t, that is periodic signal, it is the condition. In place of t, if I put t plus t, this will be it was j omega naught t plus t. So, it will be a j omega naught into e j omega naught t. Okay, e j omega naught I am putting constant. We know that it is j theta is cos theta plus j sin theta. So, in place of theta, it is omega naught t. So, I am putting cos omega naught t plus j sin omega naught t. So, A is periodic, x of t plus t is equal to x of t. So, cos omega naught t plus j sin omega naught t equal to 1. If omega naught t is 2 pi, cos omega naught t plus j sin omega naught t equal to 1. So, t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So, what you remember with t, what is there? With j, so omega naught, we have to put 2 pi by omega naught to get the fundamental period. So, if two signals are periodic, there may be a chance that if addition or subtraction of two signals is there, we will get the resultant signal may be periodic or be aperiodic. If two signals, one signal is periodic, one is aperiodic, the resultant will be aperiodic always. Two are periodic, there is a possibility that it will be periodic or aperiodic. Okay. So, if two signals x1 of t and x2 of t with periods t1 and t2, so maybe periodic or depending on the relation between t1 and t2. If the sum between two periods, okay, to be periodic, the ratio t1 by t2 must be rational. That does not mean that if you get a pi, it will be periodic. Pi, don't say that on 7. Pi is the aperiodic if you get the result pi. Okay, if t1 is integer, t2 is integer, then we will get then what is that? T1, for example, T1 by T2 is equal to A by B. What is the fundamental period then? T is equal to A T1 equal to B T2. So, this is the fundamental. Now, we will start with the problem. Find the fundamental period of the following continuous time signal if they are periodic. Okay, if aperiodic, remove it. So, what question is x of t is equal to j into the j 5t. With jt, what is there? 5. Okay. So, now if 5 is there, so omega naught is 5. So, omega naught 5 means what I said time fundamental. This is periodic, j means it is j theta cos theta plus j sin theta. So, it is a continuous time signal, it is a cosine wave or you can say or it is a sinusoidal signal. So, we are getting omega 0. So, fundamental t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught is equal to 2 pi by 5 is equal to 0.4 pi second. So, it is a periodic signal and its fundamental period t is equal to 0.45 second. Similarly, x of t is equal to sin 50 pi t. So, what is the formula? I said what is linked with t, that is called ohm naught or omega naught. Omega naught is equal to, so it is a sine wave means it is a periodic signal. Okay. So, omega naught is equal to 50 pi. time period T is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So 2 pi by omega naught is 50 pi. Pi cancel 1 by 25 second. So what is the fundamental period here? X sub t for t sin 50t, it is 1 by 25 seconds. Similarly, here what I said with respect to t, we have to check what is connected, that is called omega naught. It is a cosine wave, so it is a periodic signal. What is it? It is a periodic signal. So we have to calculate fundamental period. So omega naught is equal to, or ohm naught is equal to 10 pi, t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So 2 pi by 10 pi is equal to pi cancel 1 by 5 second. Okay. So similarly, x of t is equal to 4 cos 5 pi t. What is linked with t? 5 pi. So omega naught is equal to, it is cosine wave, so it is a periodic. It is a periodic. So omega naught is equal to 5 pi. Okay. T is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. 2 pi by 5 pi. 5 pi cancel 2 by 5. Okay. Similarly, x of t sin 50 pi ut. See, ut is multiplied. What is u of t? U of t is equal to 1 for t. U of t equal to 1 for t more than is equal to 0, 0 otherwise. If I multiply anything with this, okay, for example, I am multiplying sine wave. Okay, sorry, sine wave with this. Okay. So if I multiply, this part will be not existing because it is 0. Only I will get positive part. Yes, positive part I only will get. So this is, so if anything multiply by u of t, sine, cosine something, only positive. Positive, no negative means no repetition in. So if no repetition, what you will say? It is aperiodic. So as it is aperiodic, no need to calculate fundamental period. Similarly, x of t is equal to either minus t. See, not j or t term is there. So you have to check the condition x of t plus t is equal to x of t. If it satisfies, then it is periodic. If not satisfied, then it is aperiodic. So what is x of t plus t? In place of t, we are putting t plus t minus t plus mu t. Okay. So we can see e to the minus t is cannot be equal to the minus of mod of t plus t. Okay. So it is a aperiodic signal. Okay. Similarly, next question. Find whether the following signals are periodic, not periodic, find the fundamental. So now you will see here, this is cos, this is sine. So both are periodic. What I said, if both are periodic, we can say addition may be periodic or aperiodic. If any one is aperiodic, it is totally aperiodic. Okay, it is both are periodic. So we have to check whether it is a periodic or aperiodic. Okay, by calculating each fundamental period. So what is related to? So here omega naught, I have to calculate T1 fundamental period. I have to calculate T1, then T2, this fundamental period. Then you have to divide and you have to calculate what is the thing. Okay, so now first thing. So here omega naught is equal to 10. What is link? So T1 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So it is 2 pi by 10 or pi by 5. Okay. Here omega naught equal to 4. T2 is equal to what? 2 pi by 4 or pi by 2. Okay. So now what I said, I have to calculate T1 by T2. T1 by T2. T1 by T2 is equal to what? Pi by 5 divided by pi by 2. So it is 2 by 5. 5 pi cancel. So it is a integer, it is a integer. Integer by integer means it is a periodic. So first part is over, it is a periodic signal. Second, what is the fundamental period? So what is the fundamental period means? This is, you multiply this with this or this with this. So T is equal to 5T1 or is equal to 2T2. What is 5 into T1? What is T1? Pi by 5. So it is 5. Fundamental period is pi. Similarly, you can do for multiply T2 also, you will get the same answer. Okay. Similarly, I am going for next question. This is also given cos wave, sine wave. Cos sine means it is surely what? This is a periodic, this is periodic. Then you have to check for the condition T1 by T2. Okay. So first thing is, what is that here omega naught 1, for omega naught I will calculate, it is 60 pi. So T is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, T1 equal to 2 pi by omega naught, 2 pi by 60 pi. It is 1 by 30. Similarly, omega naught for second, it is 50 pi. So T2 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, 2 pi by 50 pi, it is 1 by 25. Okay. Now T1 by T2 is equal to how much? 1 by 30 divided by 1 by 25. So how much you will get? 25 by 30 or 5 by 6 second. Okay. Now in that case, what is the time, what is the fundamental period? T1 by T2. So you can multiply 61, 5 T2. Okay. So T is equal to 61 is equal to 5 T2. 6 into T1. T1 is how much? T1 is 1 by 30. So 1 by 5 second. Okay. So similarly, you can multiply 5 to also, you will get the same answer. Next, 2 ut plus sine 2t. As I said, u of t means it is like positive side only and repetition cannot. So this is that as aperiodic. This is aperiodic signal. This is periodic. Okay. I said that periodic may be periodic or may be aperiodic, depend upon the condition T1 by T2. If we are adding periodic plus aperiodic, it is always aperiodic. As u of t is a aperiodic signal, it is always x of t is aperiodic signal. Next, 3 cos 4t plus 2 sin 2 pi t. So omega naught is equal to 4 here. So T1 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. It is 2 pi by 4 or is equal to pi by 2. Okay. For here, second equation, omega naught is equal to 2 pi. So T2 is equal to 2 pi by 2 pi. It is 1. So we have to calculate T1 by T2. T1 by T2 is equal to pi by 2 by 1. So it is pi by 2. As pi is there, pi is not the integer. Okay. As pi is not the integer, so we are saying it is a aperiodic signal. Similarly, next one, x of t is equal to u of t minus of u of t. It is the aperiodic signal, so it is always a aperiodic signal. Okay, x of t is sine square t. So sine square t, you know that 1 sine square t is equal to 1 minus cos 2t by 2. Okay, so here what is linked with this? 2. So omega naught is equal to 2. So what is t? T is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So 2 pi by omega naught. So it is equal to 2 pi by 2 is equal to pi. Okay. So fundamental period is pi. Signal is periodic. Why? Sine or cosine wave is there. Only one. So now condition for discrete time signal. So same periodic x of n plus n is equal to x of n, we have already know. So same here, only one difference is that there we are writing fundamental period t is equal to 2 pi by ohm naught. Here we are multiplying a number to make it integer, right? M. So here n is equal to, you can see 2 pi m by omega naught, because n cannot be floating number, it should be integer. Okay. M is that value you have to put so that it should be a integer, and m should be lesser value, a small value. What is the minimum value that make n to integer, that m should be considered. Okay. So omega is 0, same term, same derivation, we have to put a sin omega 0 n. So n in the fundamental period, omega 0 is the frequency. So find whether following periodic or aperiodic, fundamental or periodic. So it is given same. Here what is linked with n? There we are checking t, here n, 0.15. So we are putting it W0, okay, 0.15. So n is equal to what? 2 pi by W0, 2 pi by 2 pi m by W0, sorry, 2 pi m by W0, 0.15, okay. It is 2 pi m by W0, that is 0.15, okay. So here if pi cancel, so if I multiply, okay, 2 pi, 2 by 0.2, we say 0.2, 20 m, 0.1 is 1 by 10, okay, 20 m. So what I will make m value, so that this will be, n will be integer if I put m is equal to 1. So n fundamental period is equal to 20, okay. So this is the first thing. So here it is a periodic cost value, so n is equal to 20 fundamental. Next one. So here it is given, it is a j6 pi n. So here omega 0 is equal to 6 pi. N is equal to fundamental period equal to 2 pi m by omega naught. So 2 pi m, m is equal to, we are putting omega naught is 6 pi. Pi cancel, 1 by 3 m. Okay. So what I will put m, so that I will get an integer, m is equal to 3 only I will get integer. So if I put m3, n is equal to 1 by 3 into 3, n is equal to 1. So here fundamental period is 1, here m is equal to 3, okay. So this is the second one, sin 6 pi n. So here omega 0 is equal to 6 pi by 7. Next, n is equal to 2 pi m by omega naught. So here 2 pi m, we are putting omega naught is 6 pi by 7. So 2 pi cancel, here 14 by 6 m, okay, 14 6 pi m. So I put m, what is the value, so that I will convert it. So m is equal to, I put 6, so m convert, 6 cancel, so n is equal to, here we are putting 14. So fundamental period, that is n is equal to 7 by 3 to 1, okay, sorry, 14, here 7. So n is equal to 7 by 3 here. So I am getting n is equal to 14 by 2, 2 is there, so 14 by 2, n is equal to 7. Okay, so 14 by 6 is there, so 14 by 6 means we can converting, here 7 by 3, so m is equal to 3 not 6, okay. So here n is equal to 7. So similarly next example, j3 pi by 4, so here omega naught is equal to 2 pi by 3. So here n1 is equal to, we are putting 2 pi m by omega naught, so 2 pi m by 2 pi by 3. So it is 3m, m is equal to 1. So similarly here omega naught is equal to 3 pi by 4. So n2 is equal to 2 pi m by omega naught, it is equal to 2 pi by 3 pi by 4 into m. So it is 8 by 3 m. So here 3m means I am putting 3 only, m is equal to 1, 8 by 3m. So I am putting m is equal to 3 nearest integer. So n2, n1 I am getting, n1 is equal to 3, n2 is equal to 8. Okay. So n1 by n2 is equal to 3 by 8. So it is integer by integer, so it is a periodic signal. So n is equal to 8 n1 or 3 n2, n1 is equal to, I am getting 3, so 3 into 8, it is 24. Okay. So total fundamental period is 24. Now I am going to next question. X of n is equal to 3j n plus 1 by 2, pi n plus 1 by 2. So which n, what is linked? 3 pi. Okay. So omega naught is equal to 3 pi. So n is equal to what? 2 pi by ohm naught or omega naught, 2 pi m by omega naught. It is equal to 2 pi m by omega naught is equal to 3 pi. Okay. So here pi cancel. What is make? I will make to integer, that is 3. So it is 2. So fundamental period n is equal to 2. Then one more question. 12 cos 22 n. So here cos, this is W0 20. So n is equal to 2 pi m by omega naught. So 2 pi m by omega naught is 20. So anything I will make, I cannot make pi is that not an integer number, so I will not get the integer here n. So here it is a aperiodic. It is a time x of t is there, that you can say periodic. As for discrete time we are saying aperiodic. Then last question. So x of n is equal to cos 1 by 4 n. So here this 1 by 4 means omega 0 is 1 by 4. Okay. So here n is equal to 2 pi m by omega 0. So 2 pi m by omega 0 is 1 by 4. So you are getting 8 pi m. It also cannot be converted to integer. So we are putting it as a aperiodic. Okay, so thank you for attending classes. Next video lecture I will share that even odd signal and energy and continuous time signal.